I haven't really talked much. I've been grinding and playing with some of my clan mates. So today, or this evening and afternoon, I'm going to be grinding to get faction tokens for Dead Orbit so I can get close, hopefully, to 50 so I can get a catalyst for my Graviton Lance. While I'm doing this, I'm going to describe to you one of my favorite classes of the Titan, which is the Sunbreaker, and I will go into great detail once I get it pulled up. If any of you guys, I'm doing, a contest, not a contest, but if you have a different name for my channel rather than NC Gaming, then feel free to post it in the comments, and I will then activate a vote, and then whoever wins, whatever name wins, then I will change my name to that. Now, as you can see, when you pledge to a faction, it is, instead of one per character, it now is effective on all your characters. So with that being said, I've mainly worked on my Titan and Warlock right now, and I have 22 packages, and you need 50 to get that, to get what you want, which is the catalyst. Each faction has a different catalyst. I will go in and show you, but before I do that, Sunbreaker is honestly one of my favorite ones since they introduced it to D1. So I am rocking my rally barricade just so I can sorry, I had text message. I do rally barricade because it creates a smaller barrier, but you can peek over it aiming down, and every time you take cover, it reloads. Towering is the same way over, with Arc, with Striker, and your Void. It just creates a large barrier. Now, I use the Thermite Grenade. A lot of people use Incendiaries and Fusion, but for certain things I like this because it creates a line of fire, which is actually really awesome. And then you have these. I'm using Code of the Siegebreaker just because it has Motor Blast, so when I punch them, it sets other enemies on fire. Also, Soul Invictus restores my health every solar ability kill I get, and Sunspots. Now, Sun Warrior, when I pass through set Sunspot, it causes my solar abilities to recharge faster and your super to last longer. So if I stand in one, I literally have hammers like crazy. Endless Siege, they create sunspots on impact. While standing in sunspots, and now the hammers go faster. The other one is Code of the Fire Forged. It includes Hammer Strike, which is similar to the Striker's Shoulder Charge and the Sentinel's Shoulder Charge, Shield Charge. Also has Tempered Metal, which grants nearby allies bonus movement and reload speed, which can come in handy, but it's not often used. Explosive Pyre just when enemies are killed with the hammer, they explode, and Vulcan's Rage, it shatters into molten embers, which comes in handy if you're doing multiple, like say you're in Escalation Protocol, which is a new mode, but I always use Siegebreaker. So as you can see, that's not me with my highest gear. I have some stuff that aren't very high, but as you can see, factions almost to max rank. So I'm going to take you to the tower. I gotta get some stuff. and I'll go to the factions and show you what you will get. As you can see, I only have 89. You need 1,000 to get all the way up to 50 when you're starting out. So if you guys like my channel or just view it, also feel free to subscribe, please. And then I'm trying to reach a certain goal, but also check out Sunburn Relic 549. He has some awesome Destiny 2 videos along with Fortnite, H1Z1 probably. I do mainly, I stream Warframe and Destiny 2. And Destiny whenever I have it. This is the Dead Orbit ship, by the way. Okay, so I will take you to Dead Orbit first. That is my faction. As you can see, my Titan's kind of slow. But if you all will just excuse me 1 minute, I'm going to create my own party so I can do it from there. Okay, so we're back. We're doing now, we're going this way. I don't have to worry about, you know, anyone thinking I'm going crazy because I'm not talking to anybody. But I really am. So, I know I'm streaming now. I really am. So, okay, so I am taking you to I'm going to take you to Dead Orbit to show you, and I'm not turning in my tokens very much just because I'm trying to get so many before I do a mass turn in. Now I will turn it some in just so you can see how much it takes, but first this is the ship that I have. Each one special armor ornament for the Dead Orbit armor. Now there is, if you like Gatsby, the Warlock helmet that this goes to, it's Eye of Another World. It's not too bad, but this is what we want. We want the Graviton Lance because, you know, it generates orders on multi-kills, but then when upgraded to Masterwork, this weapon receives additional bonuses and displays the number of enemies defeated by using it. So it will be easier to acquire the target now. I will show you, it takes 20 from being at completely bare. As you can see, I'm not completely bare, but that's about how much it takes. And often you'll get the same piece over and over again, and it's going to get frustrating, but it will all work out in the long run. Base power's too low, so I can't use it in that. Instead of using it in that, I'm going to dismantle it so I can get legendary shards, which are also important when you're wanting to get things from Xur, or you need them to fuse armor to legendary armor. So say you have a 351 blue or purple and you want to fuse into an exotic or another purple, you have to have the shards. Okay, so I'll come back to all of this stuff later. Oh, I passed Future War Cult. Future War Cult, for those who haven't beat the main story on their first character, or just don't really play Destiny 2 and want to, and you're looking for them because you want to join them, they're right above Dead Orbit. So Dead Orbit's down there. And then Future Oracle is right up here in their own little room, which is actually pretty cool in my opinion. You know, you just come talk to Lakishma.
Victorious.
Lakishmi.
I look forward to the stories you will bring us.
So the catalyst you can get there is you can get the Sunshot. And you know, the armor, helmets, Sparrow. Instead of a ship, you get a Sparrow, which is pretty cool. And then Knucklehead Radar ornament. Now I will take you to New Monarchy. Now I have the full set of armor for New Monarchy, but I wanted, me and some of the members of my clan wanted to switch it up, because I honestly, the ornament for New Monarchy you can get, or the catalyst, is for the, I don't think I have it on this character, but it's for Sweet Business, which is a minigun essentially. But and that's for that. But like I said, we wanted to do something different. I use the Graviton Lance in PvP a lot, and so I kind of want the catalyst. Now, all exotic weapons have a catalyst to them, and certain things you have to do. So, see if the Huckleberry has one. Yeah, I have to do heroism. It's found through heroism in the most challenging adventures, which means I'm sure I have to do heroic adventures. The colony, which is one of my go-to PvP weapons, is you just have to get victories in Crucible. And it goes on and on, like the Cold Hearts, strikes against challenging opponents, Prometheus, same thing, and on and on. So, okay, this is the New Monarchy. Get up.
Your skills are always welcome, friend.
Okay, so you can get a ship. You can get ornaments, which I think look really awesome. But because I don't have the hell, not doing them, I can't get them. But theirs is for, you know, the Sweet Business. And then Blazing Earth for the Crest of Alpha Lupe, and you get a, for winning, each faction has a weapon. So this is the one for New Monarchy, and so on. Okay, so as you can see, some of my Dead Orbit gear, to get the ornaments, you have to do certain things. For example, spend Renown by looting a Lost Sector cache while played in Dead Orbit, like pledged to Dead Orbit. And that's what it will look like. I also have to reach 35. The gauntlets, I need to use grenades to destroy Taken, which I'm at 22%, which is not extremely hard. I don't have the chest piece, but the greaves, the boots, which I'm about to do, is you have to have the full armor on, and then you have to earn renown. And then, I think it's this. Yes, this is the one I'm about to do. I just have to complete the Sanctum of Bones, which is not a hard Lost Sector. And this is what it will look like, which I think is cool. As you can tell, it's like a snake getting stabbed and then going through the Traveler, or what looks like the Traveler. Okay, so, I'll go pick up that stuff. As you can see, I am not a very fast Titan right now, just because it's 292. Because I was, I don't really need to be that fast when I'm just getting tokens. Strikes and raids, usually it's completely different. I have different gear on and all that stuff. But if you have, if you're wearing armor, and especially full armor of the faction, then your
Perhaps a barter is warranted.
renown goes up. So normally you get 3 per heroic event. If you can make a, dang it, that's not what I needed. But if you make a public event go heroic, you usually will get 3. But if you're wearing the full armor, then you get 4, I believe. Which comes in handy because you need 5 total for some of your milestones.
Checking.
Okay, so oh, another injury. You'll have to apologize for my phone going off. I have kids
What can I do for you, Titan?
messaging me that are in just kids and friends that need help. Okay, so I call them kids, but they're not really kids. I'm 24, they're like 18, so okay. So I am going to go to IO for the rupture. As you can see, I don't have a lot of that done just because I don't like doing a lot of them by myself because it kind of gets boring after a while. So where we're going is actually, you can't see it on the map because I've been there before, but it's, I believe it's right down there, yeah. So that's where we are going to go. Past the Prime Meridian, the Hemodrian, whatever you want to call it. I do play with my clanmates most of the time, but they're usually busy whenever I'm on. Bernhardt, you know, he's great. He's already almost to 50. I like this shit. Now you can still get the new Monarchy, or not the new Monarchy, but the Dead Orbit weapons from, you know, Season 1, essentially. But, and this is the Pulse Rifle from, that came out with Curse of Osiris. That has all that. I just don't use it very often. And if you go, you have your infusion, and then here is your masterworks. And this is, you can masterwork to Crucible or Vanguard. I prefer Crucible with most of my stuff. I actually, where is it? Wonder if I have a knife. Of course not. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and dismantle that. Again, need legendary shards. This is one, before I go, this is one of the exotic sparrows you can get. I have a couple. There's one that I transferred over, but it's pretty much a giant, it's a snowmobile essentially. It's actually fun to use. Also, there's a lost sector up there, but I believe the one we want is no. I think it's this one actually. Let's find out. Is there a public event? No. Is this the one I'm looking for? Yay or nay? Sanctum of Bones. Okay, so you can, I'll show you Renowned after I do this one, because this one is a little difficult. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and show you. You get Renowned by doing, like I said, public events, or it's a slower way, but you can do just patrols. Which, whenever you have 3 or 4, it's easier to do that than wait for another event, because if you die, every time you die, you lose 1. So whenever you have 3 or more, it is best that you just do easy ones. For example, where is it? Always use... Okay, so I am going to go do the assassination one first. Wherever it is. On the other side. Yeah. There's certain public events I like to do, but the one over there I do not like to do. Oh, I get 2 grenades because of these kinds of, any kind of grenades, because I'm wearing Armilitarian. Which, if you play D1, then you know all about it.
My Chorus agents have identified a valuable target. I have identified a theory on said target's combat tactics.
Okay, now we'll
Confirm it for me.
Follow that white dog. That's no big deal. those are due to the faction rallies. You don't have to do them. A lot of people do. I'll do it if there's more than just me. Okay. So I am switching to this. As you can see, I use Colony in actual game too, just because it traces, it follows. And I have Ghost Primus, which is raid, and then the 7.65, which is a scout rifle with full auto. Now, Void does usually work better when it comes to the vets, but that was a horrible throw. As you can see, I don't exactly make, you know, amazing throws all the time. But it's okay, because it doesn't have to be perfect. Because see, I already got mine back. No scope. Hip firing is usually what most people do sometimes. Not all the time, but most times. And you see, so this is Colony. I got my super ready. So now, let's pop it. Create a sunspot.
They should call us the Wrecking Crew, because everything that stands in our way is destroyed.
You can see I already have Dead Orbit renowned. Now, you can't fast travel or else it will go automatically to 0, and you don't want that. And on your milestone, sometimes it will say with 3 or 5. I try and do it with 5 just because you get more tokens. Now, the easiest way to do this with Renown is go to Earth, but because I'm here to try and get that the ornament for my mark, I want to try and I'm going to do it here. And I'm hoping that when I get out, there'll be a public event. Now, I can die in the public event and lose it, but as long as we make it heroic, I should still get 3. If not, I'll just do more patrols. It's a slower way of getting it, but it works. Now let's see if there is a public event. Looks like there might be. Contact these guys. You don't really need to fight these guys. Is it what it is? Oh, it is. But is anyone there? Is the question. I understand I need to take it, but grenades are grenades. They help. Ooh, this is going to be a hard one to do by myself. Maybe it would be a good idea not for me to do it. Nope, there are people right over there. Surely, hopefully they'll come and help. Also, you guys need to be warned. When you're doing you notice that my health doesn't exactly, because of the round, the higher the renown, the slower and harder each thing
The
becomes.
ball again? That blasted, rock-shaking, concentration-shattering machinery!
Yep, see, and some of them are coming over this way now, which will make it a lot easier. Now, to make this go heroic, once I'll explain it. Once this gets to 30%, a ship will come and you have to destroy that ship. Now, I always try and get on top of this,
A nice lander sitting
just for the
all alone
fact
out here.
that the enemies spawn over there, but also
As long as you can
there's
take
going
it
to be
far,
these
far
lasers,
away
yeah,
from
that
me.
are rockets. And if you're in the middle with this, there's a good chance you're not going to die. You can see him fly down the bar. And then once there's that, you can get to work, help out, kill everybody. As you can see, Cabal, you know, a lot of fire does really well against Cabal for some reason. I mean, even if they have a void shield or something like that. Now, I won't pop my super until we make a heroic or a boss comes, because it will make it a lot easier. Throw that in there. Like I said, it gets harder the more renown you have, which makes it more challenging, but on the flip side, it sucks, because I need that, which is now it's gone. And that will restore your health faster. Now it's at 30, so I always come out, or try to, because, where's the ship? The ship should be appearing somewhere shortly. Where is it? Yeah, there it is. That's the ship you gotta destroy, along with not dying. And like I said, if you have a couple people, it will make it go by so much better. See, and then you just shoot. Of course, if you're the only one, it will come back. You have like 3 tries, and then once it reaches 3, then you're done. Always go get more ammo. I don't suggest using the colony when you're trying to destroy this ship, but I didn't equip a rocket launcher. There it is. So I should have 4 renown after this. Now. Now comes the fun part that you don't want to die at. Here's the boss. Pop your super. Now sometimes there'll be another boss that shows up, but it's nothing to worry about. Always revive people. It really helps to have more than just you doing things. But also, you gotta defend each other. And it's really better if you have someone that's not great there. And there's my colony shots. Now, there is a time limit, so we have to get them within that time, which we did. So then, as you watch my dead orbit right now, it should go up quite a bit. Should. Doesn't mean it will. Yep, see? Now I have 4. So now I just need 1 more. And now this is where I was telling you.
Asher, guess what?
Ooh, I got an exotic. Nice. Also, if you have 3 of coins and use them. Okay, so now, as I was saying, now that I have 4, I want to do something a little easier. So, I usually will do that. A salvage or a scan. Or a kill enemies. Just because If you die, like I said, you lose your renown, and we don't want to lose our renown. So this one is, I have to lock gates, I have to travel to the area. Which if it's a certain area, then I'm going to have to do fighting before, but I don't know if it is, it doesn't appear to be, so I will just kind of mosey on that direction. Oh, it's in this place. So I'm probably just going to go look at a couple Vex gates, nothing to be worried about. Now remember, you cannot fast travel. So once you get it, do not fast travel. Now this is where enemies are going to be harder to kill. See how it takes a while? So with this, you want to kind of play it safe. So kind of like sniperish. We have to be careful because the hobgoblins create a shield that they're immune and they heal. Once those are done, I would just throw a grenade. Hopefully they're together and hit them. If not, then it creates a rally shield. Not a rally shield, but it creates something to block it. Ooh, and you always want to get those. Restorative light. Especially whenever you get 4 and 5 renown, because then it gets harder. Now you're seeing it has me go all the way over there again. So that means I have to go through this. This is probably not the best one to do when you have 5, but it's not going to be a problem. Shouldn't be. And like I said, if I lose renown, it's okay. I'm not going to be butthurt about it, because it happens. Oh, and they just dropped the legendary. Also, if you miss an Ingram, or it falls like that one did, then it will end up in your postmaster, so don't forget to go to your postmaster. This is one reason why I am having why I have 292 a lot of the times, because when I'm doing that, that's resilient, so I can take a bunch of damage. Occasionally I'll have 10 or more, but not very often. I don't think that's going to reach. No. But enough to do that. Get their attention. You want to also avoid those white Vex milk. It's called Vex milk. We call it Vex milk. You don't have to call it that, but that's what it's called. Okay, but the good thing is there shouldn't be a massive target like there was whenever we were in here earlier. So this should be just a couple hobgoblins hiding out. Yeah. Now, like I said, you gotta be careful because you don't honestly want to die. The only way to get restorative light, from my understanding, is you have to get precision kills. But it's fine. Eventually your health and stuff will regenerate. So see? Okay, so now I scanned it. Now I wait.
Wow.
And see, I have
seen data like
not
that.
4, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now I'm going to go all the way to the Sanctum of Bones. Now, save whenever you're that close. Do not go and you use your super on your, and you don't have it ready when you go to get to the boss or the lost sector. You want to, I would suggest wait until you have your super, or kill a bunch of try and kill all the ads before it. On a side note, phase glass is something you can turn in to the guy here who goes by the name of Asher, and it will help you get rep and weapons and armor specific from that person. Each planet usually have a vendor that has it. It's just like Mars has Bray tech, and so on and so on. Okay, so I'm going to carefully make my way to the bones. Also, there are certain chests, like chests that refer from high value targets. They will also give you some renown. So be on the lookout for that. Which usually any yellow bars, especially if it says there is a high value target, always go for that. Now I suggest just getting on your sparrow and just going. I'm gonna go from here. Now I am going to honestly wait until that finishes. There it goes. Bloop. Bloop. Sanctum of Bones, Lost Sector IO. Those things you can destroy. They used to give you tokens, because part of the faction was rallies where you had to destroy those in lost sectors, and you get, and once you do that, it will be a milestone. You complete a milestone, but they fixed that along with the glitches. Ooh, yeah, you see, it's gonna be rough. Yeah, you have to be careful when it's taking silence because they like to duplicate. And those guys, you want to try and destroy those orbs because they can hurt in the long run. Now, you don't have to play like me. If you want to rush it, rush it. I don't suggest it because this is actually harder than what it originally would be. But I wanted to get quite a bit of tokens, so I chose the harder way out. Acrolytes, you want to watch out because they create an eye that shoots you. Sucks. The most annoying ones, yeah, as you've seen there. Those are the most annoying. Only because I'm actually going to chill out and wait a little bit. Until my health and shield start regenerating. And as you can see, it's very slow. That's why you need that restorative light so much. Always make sure you get ammo too. You don't ever want to run out of ammo. Because you don't always want to be in a fist fight. For this, I especially recommend the column. Especially when it comes to instances like that. You want to watch out for her. Take out the knights first. Phalanx is hiding behind their stupid shields. Just aim for the feet. And don't ever stand too close to those because when they explode, it's gonna hurt. And you can die and lose your renown. You don't want to lose renown. We like renown. There are other auto rifles that are better, like Origin Story, but I prefer Ghost Primus in some instances. Okay, now in this, I'm gonna you try and kill all the ads before I die, and along with using the colony because it's. Then I'll throw a grenade or two. Go ahead and destroy that because sometimes you can get enemies with that. Always, and I repeat, always save your super for the boss. And sometimes you may not even need it. He charges you, don't worry about it, you can run back. You don't want to be hit by the flames, like I said. And I know most people who watch this have probably played Destiny before, but this is just a step-by-step for those who don't or haven't played Destiny 2. Or Destiny 1, for that matter. Which, honestly, I suggest playing Destiny 1 before Destiny 2, but you don't have to. You know, I only do because my character's transferred over. And it comes in handy when you don't have to start completely fresh. As you can see, I'm kind of trying to play it safe, but also not play it safe. And that's just one of the strategies I use. Also, one reason why I'm a tank, literally. Oh, also, as you get renowned, it will be 1, 2, 3, and then 4, and then whenever you get 5, it's all this big 1. Okay, come out and play. Is he gonna come out? Yeah, sometimes he'll just stay over there. And you can just kind of peek out and go back in. Then take out ads. This is rally. As you can see, I can shoot, duck, and it reloads it. A lot of times I just use it, just kind of kneel back here until health regens or other stuff. I'm hoping that's my friend Maticus gets back on, or yeah. Yes, I have my super 8 shots of this left. So most times you want to do an ammo round real quick, but you don't always want to risk it, just because again you don't want to get to the point where you're completely dead, but you don't want to run out of ammo completely either. But you know, you just got to be smart about it. You know, they're saying choose your battles wisely. Yeah, that's definitely this. And I always run back. Get him over there, because I got these guys. And he's over there, you just kind of... You're basically playing peekaboo with a giant monster who can easily kill you. Now, I know I said use your super, but I'm not worried about it right now, so I'm not, because I didn't need to. Ooh. Drop for his fire. And that's... Now, I should... Keyword should... get the mark unlocked. So let's go find out. Maybe, and I may have to go see Jaw, or whatever you want to call him first. Aha! I can apply it. So now that is what I look like. You can infuse, I don't usually. Unless it's a great number. Okay, and that was that. So now you just go. And then, so now I have a total of 24 tokens. Only because I used some to show you how much it takes. You can just jump down, let's make sure you use your other jump when you get closer to the ground. There's multiple exits. Okay, so now, let's look at some of the other stuff. Okay, to get this one is the Taken, right? Yep. So I'm going to try and kill some Taken. One of the only exotic I need left, by the way, would be the Shuros. It is eluding me right now. Okay. See, when I'm standing in the sunspots, and things recharge faster. So you can see my grenades charging pretty fast, but it's also timed. For some reason, it's glitched though. So we're going to see how long we can write this out. Again, enemy supplies, you can just reclaim them. You don't have to. I don't all the time. Just because it gets kind of tiresome. But I think there's more Taken a different way. So right now I'm not trying to get renown. I'm just trying to get this piece of ornament. Here we go. There should be more Taken here. Should be. Not quoting it. I think I'm actually going to switch up grenades. Tri-City. Actually, that ain't what I wanted. I'm going to keep using that. I'm alone, so I'm not
Horrible
doing the,
interference again. I trust you remember what to do.
especially Taken, because it sucks. Since other people are showing up, I'm gonna go to that event. Because I don't want to deal with it out right now. So, something I need to tell you guys. I will not be streaming from Monday to Thursday. I might stream Friday night, but I will be in Louisiana Monday to Thursday, or Friday technically. But Friday we'll be heading back and we'll be back late that night. But if I do plan on streaming more, it's just gonna have to wait until I get back. So Louisiana, nothing like it. Yeah, gotta dance it out. Dance, 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 dance. Alright, I'm gonna check. Probably only at like 59. Oh, 67, almost there. Like I said, right now, I don't really care if I die with Renown. Really don't. I'm just trying to fill my quota. My quota. Destiny 1 journal. Yes, I should chase him, but I'm not going to. Unless he hits me first. Then it's going to be on. Sometimes it's smart to choose your battle. See, he's retreating anyway. Scared him off. He's scared. Each enemy has a different color shield, which just means you just gotta match the element for the best in order to get the best out of it. Oh, there's it. This is all. No idea what these are. I don't know if we're ever gonna go down there, but that is where the Traveler used to sit at here when he was on IO.
The ball again? That blasted rock-shaking, concentration-shattering machinery!
A different area. Let's see if anyone has taken around this area. They should be. Oh, probably not. No, that's fine. Like I said, I don't really care if I lose my win. I don't know what's going on here. Sorry, I got a message. Nice. Give me 1 second, guys. I got check stuff. Okay, I'm gonna check to see what I'm at. I don't think I'm very far. No, ooh, I'm almost there. My bad, guys. I never did that here, I don't think. What do I have? Never mind, I have. Parade mines. Good place for taking to buy. So there we got a token phalanx. I used to take a shotgun at them all the time. Decided not to anymore. And 98, almost there. I don't suggest doing that, but I don't really need a super, to be honest. Just because I'm not saying I'm like good, I'm confident, and I don't like to always rely on certain things. Alright guys, and this is where I am going to end my no, I'll keep streaming for a little bit longer. No hurry, right? Also, this is a scannable item. Kind of gives you a foreshadow of everything that is now.
That light is emitting ultrasonic resonances.
You fight Zer, those are...
It sounds like this. Ire, her, you, zone.
It's just a taken thing. And I have succeeded. Now... Yep, can't do that one yet. What do I have to do for this? Reach rank 35. Okay, now I am going to leave here and go to Earth. Just because it's easier for the renown and stuff here than it is anywhere else. So let's go do ER. And we'll go to... let's just go to Winding Cove. Or actually, let's go to Trostland so I can turn in some EDZ stuff. I'm gonna go see what this is. It can be more than just this, but this is the one I want. Just like in D1. because of the bottom half of each clip deals bonus damage. I want it just because I miss using it, and it kicks butt in Crucible for most of them. Okay, let's see. Sorry about that. Okay, let's see. Don't want to do the sludge. Let's see if anyone's there first. Excuse me. Okay, let's USSR. Someone's at Russia or Russian. Okay. Okay, no one else is showing. I'm not doing this one. Is there another one? Oh, there. Let's see if this one's still going. That's probably where they all are. Or maybe Randall the Vandal will be here. Those of you who play D1, Randall the Vandal was the one on Earth that was really hard to kill. They brought him back in here, but he's only here sometimes, not all the time. They don't know the way. I'm gonna be able to join. Sit there soon enough.
Let's do this.
Hit them where it hurts.
To make this one give a rope, you have to shoot that, but then if you're not a warlock and have healing rift, you want to jump out. Otherwise you will die. But they went for all three.
That's all the vents.
Which
Here
was
we go.
a smart thing to do. Back up. Home slide. Now we don't have to worry about rejection. Just that. Also, guys, I encourage you whenever you're doing lost sectors, but for now, be careful on which ones you choose. Some of them are extremely hard. And remember, you can't fast travel.
Blew up the brink again, Deborah.
You know what I say about you, Guardian?
But Randall
You
will
do things
sometimes
big,
appear. I think
and
it's this
you do them with
island.
style.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to, like I said, we always wanted to try and do easy ones. So, let's go with so, we're going to see about this one. Also, since you aren't using the tool, I suggest do that. I always do these ones.
We're considering
Hold
expanding
on,
the comms network. A scan just here would help
because
us
they're
make
just
our
scan
decision.
or just
If
survey.
you could oblige.
Sometimes I'll do collect, but not when it's. Because sometimes they can be a pain in the butt. So I'm scanning an object. It requires me to go through the ball. Just gotta be careful not to die. Yikes. Yes, walk right into my grenade. That's always the best choice. That's not what I don't think that's what I'm scanning. It's supposed to scan, but it's scannable.
I think it's a modification for an air filtration system, which is a modification on top of this generator. But the Cabal don't breathe our atmosphere, so why did they build it in the first place?
That will give me.
Every little victory helps, right? I'll send this back to the farm on the dump.
Okay, let's see. I'm here. So I need to go all the way back around. Now remember, do not fast travel. Just work your way back through. And since you killed enemies, you won't have you'll have to worry about the ones outside, but not in here usually. You can do tricks on your sparrow. Yeah. So I'm a sparrow racer. Okay, we're going this way. Oh, alright. So as you can see, I have 4 right there. That just stands for the 4 things of renown I got. I am not going the right way. I do not know the way. Okay, look at that. Ooh. Like that. See, I just lost 1 renown. But it's okay. I can easily get it back. No? If I want to try and get out of this area. I think I have to go all the way through here. There's a good chance I shall lose it. But I'm going to try not to. See who's all on. No. Surprised they're not together. Okay, I am going to end my stream here, guys. Again, if you have a new name for my channel, feel free to drop it in the comments. I will see you guys next time I stream, which will be Friday. Hope you guys have a great weekend and a great week.